Hello everyone, this is Sarthak from Trade and Build YouTube channel, and today we will go and do the weekly market update. We'll see where the market is moving, where it is going, where is the strength, what happened last week, and how and where we need to focus. So let's dive in. Let's go together here. First, a disclaimer: this is only for educational and information purpose only. All the charts I will show, past performance doesn't guarantee any future results. Let's go ahead. All right, super. Okay. So this is the weekly market update for this next calendar week, which is coming up. So how do we do weekly market updates? We do a top-down approach. We see what's the global market is doing, the satellite view, which is the world market. We go one step down, see how Europe is functioning as a whole. Then we go another step down. This is the aerial view, where we see how the countries, each and every countries are performing, which country is showing strength, which country is gaining momentum there. Then we go to the fourth one, which is the drone view, where you see how which sectors are performing. And finally, we filter out the stocks and see which stock has the strength. Today we had the great masterclass as well. It was a free masterclass for everyone. We also explained how this top-down approach worked. If you were there in the masterclass, please comment in the below in the YouTube channel, and let's go forward. Great. All right. So first, the satellite view. So let's see the US market. So US market as a whole, so we have the monthly chart, which is on the right side. The middle chart is called the weekly chart, and the left side chart is called the daily chart. So we look at the three time frame. The higher the time frame, the better the results is. So we look at all the three times, and it's always better to look at all the three time frame and not just a single time frame. So if I see the US market is overall bullish. There were some corrections on the daily chart. It came down, trying to take some support here. There is a support zone which is set up. It's doing a kind of a CIP, and let's see where it goes there. S&P 500 is also similar here. So weekly is kind of in the consolidation mode over here. Uh, Monthly is still very much bullish. It's really good. Daily is again in a sideways market. It's consolidated. Overall undertone of US market is bullish. All right, let's have a look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, if I see, okay, monthly is making a really good evening star pattern over here. Weekly, there is a sideways movement which is breaking towards the downside. It's going from bullish to a sideways market. How do I decide what is bullish, sideways, and bearish? So this is what we teach also in our masterclass. It's a free masterclass. Everyone can join. So there you have the RSI and basically anything above RSI. So you have 60-40 RSI. It's an unconventional RSI which we teach. And through that, we can find out what is the momentum, where is the market heading. So if I see the daily chart over here for Nasdaq, it's getting a little bit weaker. It's also at the support zone here. Let's see if it breaks 40. Now let's have a look at the Asian market. All right. So Asian market, hmm, monthly chart is not so good. It's a good bearish engulfing almost for the month of July. It's still not over. So there are 3-4 days still there. So let's see. But overall, it's the red zone over here. Weekly has also been a little bit weaker here. You also have three dives and then it's coming up. And daily was in a retracement mode. Let's see if it's taking a support at 60 fib overall. So let's take it if it takes support or if it breaks further as well. Overall undertone of the Asian market is also bullish here. Monthly is still bullish. Weekly, let's see what happens. If it breaks the moving average, then it could go into a sideways zone. Okay, Korean market. Korean market had a very, so if you see the pattern on the monthly, it's a typical evening star pattern. The whole candle engulfed the bearish candle engulfed the last 2 months candle. The zone for Korean market is kind of over right now. Daily is sideways. Weekly is also now sideways. I need to change that. It's not bullish anymore. The undertone is bullish, but the weekly and daily has now gone into the sideways zone. So basically, whatever it started with 2,600 went almost around 9,000. So that whole rally is now over. And now it will mostly go into a sideways zone or might go into a bit more retracement here as well. Okay, now let's see the China market. So China market monthly is the sideways here. Weekly is also sideways. It's gaining momentum. Daily had some momentum, but now it's somewhere around 60 fib retracement. So if it takes up and it started to resist the 60 here, so most probably it might come down, form another bottom, and then consolidate and go in that direction. But we have to see how it works. Overall, it's still sideways. It gained momentum in the middle part for almost around 2 weeks or so, I would say 2 3 weeks, but it's now at the resistance zone, is trying to consolidate that. All right, let's have a look at the Indian market. Indian market is at a really, it's overall it's sideways, I would say, but it's a really critical point at a really critical support zones. There are a lot of supports coming into picture here. So let's see if the supports hold, then it could go, it could rally back again. If it not, that might break and we might see more down levels over here. Okay, now let's have a look at the Saudi market. So Saudi market in the Middle East is also kind of sideways flat. There is nothing happening over here. Okay, let's have a look at the crude. So crude went bullish on the daily chart. It really bounced back because of the war and the situation which happened last week. It's still happening, I guess, over there. So it's really bouncing back. It took resistance there. So most probably it will try to hit the resistance again and try to come back. Let's see what happens here. Copper is sideways. It's trying to break in the weekly. It's trying to break 60. It still needs to cross that resistance zones. When it crosses that resistance zone, then it could be really interesting over here to see what happens. Gold is at monthly support levels right now. The rally is almost over. It's consolidating. It's weakened. Silver is almost similar to gold. It's also at the support zone. It's trying to consolidate. The big rally which we had last year, this is all done, gone, over. Now it's basically same consolidation and it will just stay there, most probably. Let's see. Okay, now Bitcoin. I don't personally trade Bitcoin, but but the rest of the world does. So it's always important to have a look here, keep one eye on it, because if there's a big fall in crypto happening, then the money is getting diverted from there to somewhere else. People are selling, so people will be buying something else, or maybe the worst could happen. People might sell their profitable position to save and put money over here. So you have to always have a look. So, so Bitcoin, which is one of the biggest one in crypto, this is at a support zone right now. We also teach value buy position. So it's a good value buy position currently. It's forming a bottom here. So let it consolidate, let it form a bottom, and then it could be a good value buy situation here. All right. So that was the global market. So if I look at the global market, I would say Asian market is kind of in the sideways zone overall. There's not much momentum over there happening. US market is still very much strong. Nasdaq is pretty weak, but that's mostly tech sector. But overall, US is still pretty much stronger. Yeah. Now look, let's have a look at the. But overall, if I look, only apart from crude, which is when crude goes up, equity goes down generally. Apart from that, commodity, US market, Asian market, no one is on a very heavy bear run or kind of going down. So that's the danger sign is not there anymore, or it's not there right now, at least on the charts. We don't know what might happen in future, but as of now, there is no danger situation or anything like that. It's mostly sideways or in the bullish zone. So it's going in that direction. So overall, global market is kind of stable. Now let's have a look at the helicopter view, which is the European market. So if I have a look at the European market monthly is strong. It's the RSI is also about 60. Weekly, it's trying to break that 60. Let's see if it's able to close above as well. We have next week as well. So let's see what happens. Daily is mostly sideways, but it's not, it is at the support zone. So there is a gap support here, which is acting as a good support. Gaps are something which we also teach in our course. What are gaps? What are windows? It acts as a good support and resistance zones. So yeah, those are things which also teach in our courses here, but it's acting at a very good support. And let's see there. So in and all, if I look at the European market, it's strong, stronger than the rest of the market for now. US market might be a little bit more stronger here, but European market is also pretty good in terms of the bullish way. Now let's have a deeper look into the aerial view, see which countries are outperforming in the European market. All right, first one is Spain. So Spain is all-time high. The monthly is at the all-time high. Weekly there's a small resistance, but there was a small dip, but that's also fine. Daily is also, there was a little bit of loud move. It's at the gap resistance, but it's still very bullish. So Spain is one of the bullish stock. The whole year, Spain has been very good, very bullish there. Let's have a look at the Swiss one. Swiss is also at the all-time high. On weekly, there is a small consolidation, but it's still quite pretty strong. Daily, you can see the bands squeezing in. So there's a squeeze forming here. If it breaks on the other side, then it could become more bullish than the Spain market as well, but we have to wait and watch. Polish market, this is was at the resistance. It's also at the all-time high. There is a pressure coming from selling pressure there. We can see 2, 3 candles the last 2 days. There has been a lot of wicks coming up. The weeklies also have that. It has to break that resistance really good. Once it breaks it with a good green volume, with a good green candle, big candle, then this could become the new rising bullish market here. So Poland is something which we have to keep an eye on. Ireland. Okay, Ireland is also good. It took a support at 40. It's also one of the setup which the EGB setup here. It took a good support. It's at the window zone. It's at the support zone. So this is also pretty bullish. It's pretty strong. Belgium had a fall and then it's rising up again. Here also the monthly is at all-time high. Weekly is at a kind of a small resistance over here. We can see that kind of support. It's also at FIB 60 resistance. So let's see if it breaks it out. Weekly is trying to break. So this, if it breaks and it breaks that whole block itself, then this could be also a very bullish stock. Right now also it's bullish, but it's not that strong. All right, let's have a look at Netherlands. So Netherlands is also strong. It's similar to the Belgium chart. So here also you have a good support at moving average, which is doing weekly is stronger. There is a 3 bar divergence on weekly, which let's see if it activates, then it could go down for a more retracement here. But overall, it's also bullish. Not very bullish as the rest of them, but still in the bullish zone. Okay, Italy one is also similar to the previous one. It's also at the window level. The daily is at the window support and it is taking support over there. Weekly is consolidating. Monthly is also at all-time high, but there is a divergence on monthly as well. Austria, there is also bullish. The daily is sideways right now. Let's see where it breaks. If it breaks above the sideways zone, then this could also become more bullish than the rest of them. But right now, comparing the ones like Spain, Ireland, there Austria is not that bullish, but it is still in the bullish zone, but not that bullish. Okay. UK is trying to become more bullish. The daily charts are there, but it still has a resistance on top over here. So if you see, you have this kind of a resistance here. This is the resistance over here, and it needs to break that. Once it breaks it, then this also goes into into a very bullish top. Germany is completely sideways. Yeah, there's a gaps resistance over there. It has to break a lot of resistances over here to go into the bullish zone. It's completely sideways. The weekly is sideways. It tried to break here, tried to break the 60 here, but failed. Came back to normal. So there's nothing happening in Germany. Swedish market is also at resistance. So you see this resistance. There's a monthly resistance over there. There's also inside out over here. So most probably it could happen that there could be a retracement here. Let's see what happens. Also at the FIB 60 support resistance here. So let's see what happens. Portugal is also at resistance. So it's similar to the previous chart. Yeah. France is sideways, so it tried to break the monthly 60. It could not. It's not easy to break monthly 60, to be very honest. It's also at a very high resistance over here. There's a double top forming. It's at a good support at the daily. So let's see what happens over here. But overall, it's sideways. The France is also sideways now. Denmark is completely sideways. It's just jumping around this support, this resistance, and this support overall. So it's completely sideways here. If someone does option selling, then this could be really interesting chart because you can sell here, you can sell over here call, you can sell puts here, and all this can also work. Norway is on a bullish zone, so this is good. But the weekly is also at 60 fib. It's trying to break 60 over here. Overall, there is a resistance coming up. So let's see if it breaks it correctly and there is a good momentum over here. This can move from sideways to a bullish zone. Finland is so monthly chart is bullish, but there is a divergence there. Weekly is sideways, daily is also sideways. I would not think much about it. Luxembourg is also similar to Finland. The monthly is the undertone is bullish. So if you see the monthly chart is above 60, but daily and weekly are completely sideways. So there is nothing much happening over here. All right. So if I have a look at the country level things, you have UK market, which is good. You have the Spain, which is going very bullish. You have Ireland, which is going good. Portugal, not Portugal. Poland is one which we have to keep an eye on. If it breaks it, then it could become also one of the emerging countries sector index wise, which is showing power, showing momentum over there. All right. So this was the country view, the aerial view itself, where you know now which countries you need to focus. And now let's go one step deeper into and see which sectors are outperforming so that you can deep dive into it and find out your stocks then. All right, let's dive into the sector. So we have the first sector, which is the insurance sector. So insurance sector is outperforming in Europe. It's at the all-time high. The monthly is at the all-time high. The weekly had a good breakout. So it was almost like on, I would say, more than a year of consolidation, and it broke out over here. It's a good breakout on the insurance sector. So insurance is one of the sector we'll keep an eye on. Second one is banking. So banking was also the similar sector which we had last time when I did the weekly market update. That was also outperforming. It's still outperforming, even though we had a correction over here in the last week or so, but nothing major happened due to war. It's still very strong. It's still there. It's taking support and it's going stronger. Then we have financial services. It's also trying to break through this consolidation phase. It's also pretty strong and it's going fine. All war, nothing happened here as well, I guess. Then this is a new sector for we saw Spain is already bullish. Spain insurance sector was not that bullish, but Spain energy sector is going at an all-time high. So this is also important. Sometimes it happens that the sector matches with a country. For example, banking sector is strong as per EU, but the banking sector is also strong for Spain as well. Energy sector for EU is not strong, but energy sector for Spain is good. So this means that when both of things matches, then it's the best case scenario. But Spain itself is very strong country right now. So we have to also see which sector of Spain is also strong. And sometimes this is like, for example, if I take a car, then if the first one matches, like your country is going strong and the EU sector is also going strong, and both of them are at the strongest all-time high level, that it's like your car is running on the highway, it's at full speed going very fast. Here it's also similar thing. Your EU sector energy is not that strong, but Spain itself is there. So basically you're running your car at third gear or fourth gear at least. So this is what is happening. So you need to keep track on it. It's like top-down approach on both directions. Okay. So Spain energy sector, any utilities, everything is going at the all-time high. This is a good sector, so we'll keep a watch of it. We'll also have a look at their stocks. As I said, banking sector is anyway strong in EU. Banking sector of Spain is also stronger, not as strong as energy, but it's still strong. There's a resistance over here which it needs to break. There's a gaps resistance as well. There's a window which is forming, but if it breaks that, then it becomes more stronger. It's as EU is strong, it will try to push this thing, and the stocks will also get a push from here. So most probably it might go into a more positive sector. But right now for Spain, the highest sector is energy. Then you have the financial sector, which is similar to the banking sector. There's also a resistance of daily. If it breaks that, then it's good. It's a good green volume on Friday last week. So there is chance here. Belgium also the financial sector is good. So if EU financial sector and banking is doing good, then most of the countries who are bullish, their financial sector and banking will also do good. That's how it works. So here also the Belgium financial sector is doing. You can see it over here. UK similarly, UK is also getting in the bullish zone. Their financial sector is also going good. This is also a bullish chart here. Now Germany is overall sideways, but from EU side, insurance sector was the one which was rising up. So you have to also have a look which of the other countries, which other sector is from the insurance side, who is showing momentum here. Even though Germany itself is very sideways, there's nothing much happening. If you have a look at the insurance sector, this is at the all-time high. This has broken this kind of a consolidation on monthly and now is going at all-time high over here. You can see there's a good movement which is happening here. So one has to keep an eye over there as well. So for Germany, even though the country is at sideways zone, we will just focus on the insurance sector. Why we are focusing on insurance sector? Because we had the insurance sector from the EU already at all-time high. So there are certain countries and sectors where this is happening, and where this is happening, we have a look. This was one of the German sector. Even if the German market and the German index is falling, the sector itself is showing momentum over there, and that's good to catch. All right, so this was the drone view. So you have a look. So basically, if I just summarize, so you have the financial sectors which are going good, you have Spain energy sector which is going good, and you have the German insurance sector which is going good. And these will be the three major sector and countries where I will focus on. And rest of them, I don't need it. You don't need many stocks to trade it. You need few stocks where you focus and you do it. So focus is really important over here. All right, let's have a look at some of the Spain stock, which we also had a look last time when I did the weekly market update. So this is one of the cup stocks. So we today in our masterclass, or yesterday in the masterclass, we also told about the cup strategy and how do you trade a cup strategy, the level one strategy. It's very simple. Anyone can do that, and we have tried to make in that way. So this is what the stock is. Blanco Salamander. It's a cup stock showing momentum. It's going good as well. Now this is another cup stock which still needs to break its neckline position, still has to reach its entry position here. It's going strong. There are good volumes here. If you see, these volumes are made by institutional buyers. So there are good volumes on this chart. If it breaks, then it's a good entry point for cup strategies as well. Then you have PNB, Paribas Bank stock. This is also a cup stock. This already started to trade. It's already up almost 10%. And whoever had learned the cup strategy and had implemented it now would be at the break-even point and would have already booked some profit here. You see there's a good volume happening on Friday as well. This is a good stock. So let's see. Then you have a new stock which I saw this week itself. This is from the Spain energy sector. It's also a cup stock. It still needs to go and reach its resolution point. So this I will keep it on my watch list to see how it performs, what is happening there. The good volume coming into picture. There are good volume on daily as well. So we have to see how this will work. There are two things which could happen. There's a resistance over here. It could hit the resistance, come back, or it could break the resistance, go to the cup and form a cup, and then basically it has formed a cup, then go through an advanced stage over here, the growth stage basically, and then go up in that direction. So let's see what happens in this. Now you have the Belgium market, which is also bullish, and you have the KBC and Cora. This is also a cup stock. It's still approaching near resistance. So again, two things can happen. Either it will fall or it will go a little bit sideways, or if it breaks through, then there could be a good entry point for the cup strategy. And finally, we have the German insurance stock, which is Allianz, which is at all-time high. And this is the one, the heavyweight, which is pushing the German sector and also pushing the EU insurance sector. It is also a cup stock, almost 25 years of cup, had a good breakout in the last weeks. Now let's see how it performs, how it goes more further. It's already 4% up right now from the entry of the cups. And let's see how it performs further here. Yep. All right. So I think that's it from the weekly market update. If you enjoyed it, please like and comment in the chat. All these topics, what I've just told in the weekly market, these are the things we also teach in our course, which we are launching in from August, the 90 days trade and build accelerator program. If you want to know more about it, we're also doing free masterclass where you can join, learn the strategy, try it out on your own, and the strategies are there. You can use it however you want, because we believe all the knowledge is there. The main thing happens with implementation, and with that implementation, it's we are there to help you, guide you in that direction. All right, if you liked it, please like and subscribe. Comment in the below if you learned the cup strategy and you started applying it over there. Then if you made something, then put it on the comment line. Thank you and have a nice weekend.